Hello, everyone, and welcome back. It is that time once again that we go through the online community roundup. I hope you've had a wonderful summer, and I hope that you are ready to dive in and take a look at what I have for you this month. Okay, so before we get into the actual roundup itself, I want to point out that there is an unconfirmed security vulnerability for Confluence Data Center. If you are using Confluence Data Center, please keep your eyes and ears to the Atlassian community for an official post about it. As I've always said when I'm doing these, security should be top priority, and I want to make sure that you are keeping yourself and your company safe. If you do see a report, please follow the steps that are there as soon as possible to keep you and your company safe and not to be a victim of the rise in cyber attacks that have been happening. With that being said, let's dive in and take a look at what we've got for you this month, starting with the Atlassian University team. So I think back to school is a perfect theme for September, and the hashtag Always Be Learning series is a number of lessons, and this is the aggregate article for those. So if you want to follow this one, the first 3 lessons are available. Lesson 4 has yet to be posted, but go here, check out all the lessons that have been posted already. Keep your eyes open for lesson 4. There's some really good tips in here, and I highly recommend checking out all of those. Next up, when we talk about announcements, Atlas, which was formerly Team Central, there is now a tighter integration between Atlas and Jira Cloud. So be sure to go to the Atlassian Marketplace and install the app if you are using both of those products, and check out what exactly it is that they've done, and see if it helps you surface more information from Atlas into Jira. Next, Trello recently added new label colors, and Britt's done a great job here of doing a bit of an FAQ on what the new label colors are, and a little bit on a how-to when it comes to using those. So if you are looking to learn a little bit about that, go here, check it out. She always does great content when it comes to these sorts of things, so I highly recommend using this as a resource to help you learn about anything Trello. Next, Daniel's done a great job of introducing the features and use cases for Status Page. I'll be honest, I am not a regular user of Status Page, but this was really great for me to understand a little bit about how it's used and what I might possibly use it for at my company in the future. And continuing the theme of how-tos, Brant's done a great job here of explaining the how to use Confluence as a knowledge base. And I know Jira Service Management comes with some pre-baked features to help you build a knowledge base linked through Confluence. This just goes one step further and helps you with how you should structure your knowledge base, as well as these structuring the actual Confluence pages themselves to make them functional for a knowledge base. And I'll be honest, outside of a knowledge base, I am looking forward to just using some of these tips in how I write my how-to articles for my users. Next one, we're talking about writing Confluence pages. Theodore has a great article here on using templates. I will admit that there are a number of times I forget about using Confluence templates, and this is specifically about the Atlassian template library. The Atlassian team has made hundreds of templates available for free. She highlights a few of her go-to ones for the work that she does. I would recommend checking out the template library. It will give you a good starting point if it's not 100% what you want. And if it is 100% what you want, it allows you to save some time in the amount of effort you are putting into the pages by just using the templates that Atlassian has provided for you. Next, we're going to get into some things that make you think a little bit. And the first in those is that Summer has done a great job sharing her experiences and some tips on how to deal with negative sentiments towards your Scrum team. I think we have all been there where we've been a part of a high-functioning team or we've seen a high-functioning team and instead of just letting them do what they do, there are people who are always looking for a way to fix things, even when they may not necessarily need to be fixed. So go check out this article. There are a lot of really good comments. Everyone's sharing their experiences with this as well. Really good post on, making you think a little bit outside the box on, what is important when it comes to a high functioning Scrum team. In the same vein of thinking about things, Jennifer's done a great job here of making me think, at least, on achieving work-life balance. And I will admit that reading this article, the short version is you need to get better at saying no to yourself. And I'm just going to say, if that sounds confusing, go read the article. It will make a lot more sense. I know that I have personally been trying to learn to say no to other people. This one is a much harder one for me because I get super excited about things that are going on, and I always try to rationalize and justify with myself how I can do everything, even though in reality I probably can't and I really shouldn't for my own health. So this one really helped me think about things, and it's given me more to think about in how I can better achieve that work-life balance by saying no to myself. Lastly, we're going to finish with a couple of what I'm going to call feel-good articles. First up, we have John Funk sharing what makes a successful work management team. If you're not familiar with John, he is a wonderful community leader who has actually written his own book. If you have not checked out Jira Work Management for Business Teams, read this article and then go find his book. It's a great read. It's everything that you need to know about how to take a non-technical team and get them up and running in Jira Work Management, which is Jira for non-technical teams. Great read, great person. Go check it out. And then, as always, we will finish things off with our Jira Heroes story. For this month, it's Amit sharing about how their company, like many of the others in the Jira Hero stories, were looking for more consistent and transparent reporting. And they share here all about how they have used dashboards and specific sets of JQL queries, as well as gadgets, to achieve that transparency that they've been looking for. So with all of the Jira Hero stories, I highly recommend them. Go check it out. You might learn something about how you could better leverage Jira for your own use in your organization. That's all we have when it comes to the articles for this month. In the actual article that's on the community, you will find a listing of the trending discussions. Go check those out as well. That's all the content I have for you for this month. I hope you enjoyed everything that we had to share. And as I always say every month, this is just a taste of everything that is out there. There is a ton of good content for you to go and check out. So once you are done looking at everything in this roundup, please go out and explore the rest of the community and take a look at everything else that it has to offer. And I look forward to seeing you back here again next month, where we will have another wonderful roundup ready for you. Thanks for stopping by.